Hello everyone, welcome to Footballbrehz, a platform where rival fans discuss, debate and banter each other. It's the new season, the new Premier League season, and my name is DOS and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us in this new season, we have Arsenal fan Kemal, we have Chelsea fan Kadus, and we have Tottenham fan Ben. So let's move straight to it. Actually, before we move, can you guys, since it's a new season, make sure you go subscribe, you like, you follow all of our socials. Very important. Join into the discussions. This season, we would love to bring some of you guys onto the show live as well to debate and banter with us as well. So let's start. First of all, guys, are you excited? That's the first question. Are you guys?
Yes, fam. I'm ready.
Cannot wait.
This is going to be a madness.
Oh, by the way, guys, Amazon Prime, check out Tottenham, yeah? Yeah, all or nothing. Check it out right now.
Bro.
They got nothing.
Why did you make the show?
But for Tottenham,
They
it
said
was nothing.
What's
though.
that DVD for?
But for
They
Tottenham,
said-
it was
they
nothing.
DVD for?
They said all or not. They said all or nothing, but you got nothing though, bro. You know?
Exactly.
The thing is, yeah, all of you man are hating, but you either watched it already or you're gonna watch it.
But
I ain't
So
watching that.
Oh, I'm
The
definitely
only
watching
thing I
it.
watched
Is that-
was
I'm
the
definitely
Sunderland one, and I watched the Man City one. I don't give a damn about Tottenham. What's the point of
you're
watching
gonna
it?
watch it, bro. Don't lie.
For what?
It's actually a good watch. It's a good watch.
Everyone's been chatting about it in the Brehz group. You're gonna want to be involved. Don't lie.
Kamal's watching it, bro.
Kamal don't like being left out, bro. He's got FOMO, bro. You watch it. Watch.
Okay, we're
Before
talking a bit
we
too
start,
much.
before we start previewing the season, I just want to do a quick thing. Just a quick. Who do you guys three things? Who do you guys think first of all will be successful this season? Who do you think will be not successful this season? And I'm talking about all the teams in the Premier League. And thirdly, who do you think will be a surprise? Just quick. We don't have to think too deep about it. I just want to get your first impressions. So, Kadus, I'll start with you. Who would you say will be successful, definite this season?
Leeds United.
Oh, you know what? Leeds for me were the surprise. For me, they weren't definite success, but they were the. But anyway, keep going. So then, who would you say is going to be a failure this season?
Ooh, there's many, but I think the newcomers, Fulham, I don't think is gonna do that well this season. Yeah, I think the top six have all strengthened, so it's gonna be hard for me to say. But Fulham.
But it doesn't have to be the top six except Fulham. Fair enough. And then who's your surprise package this season?
You know what? I'm actually going to say Arsenal. Arsenal going to be the surprise package this season. I think that Arteta has a bit more time. I was going to swap it, but I thought, I think people are expecting Leeds to perform more than Arsenal. So, yeah.
Who's expecting that?
Everyone, football fans, people that know football.
So Kemal, for you, who's the team that you think is going to be successful this season?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Well, that's a
Damn
big,
right.
bold. Okay, Arsenal. And then who do you think not going to be successful?
But that's simple. Tottenham's never successful. They're a dead team. They don't do anything. They always expect to win something every single year, and they don't do nothing. So that's quite easy for me.
Okay.
It's going to be another
So you're
season.
You're confident you finish above us, yeah?
Ooh.
Why are you talking for? The questions towards me. Why do you always have to interrupt me?
Kemal,
I don't understand.
Kemal, surprise package.
I'm going for Leeds, man. I think Leeds are going to do pretty well.
Just copying me.
But you didn't say Leeds. You said Arsenal. Do you want to rewind? Everyone, rewind and tell me in the comments what you
Yeah,
said.
but you wouldn't have said Leeds if I didn't say
Okay,
that.
shh.
You wouldn't have said Leeds if I didn't say that.
All right. So then we got your three. Ben, your three successful this season.
I hate to say it, but I think Chelsea.
Okay. Success. Okay. Who do you think is not going to do well this season?
West Brom. Don't think they're going to do that well.
Fair enough. That's a good shout. Someone's going to be fuming about that.
Darren is not going to be happy.
We need to bring him onto the show. And who do you think will be the surprise package for you guys for the Premier League this season?
Surprise package, I think, is going to be Newcastle.
Oh, no, that's not a bad shout. They've made some signings. Not a bad shout. Okay. For me, I think the people that I think is going to be the team that's going to be successful is going to be, I think, City. I think City are going to do a madness this season. I have a feeling. I don't know why. I know we say it every year, but this season I have a feeling they're going to do a madness. A team that are not going to do well this season, I would say, Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa pushed beyond what they could do last season because of Grealish. I don't know if Grealish has it in him to do all of that again this season. And then a surprise package, definitely Leeds for me. Bielsa, I think the manager is. He's a madness, bro. This team presses. and they're going to be perfect for the Premier League. So that's good. So let's see when the end of the season, we'll come back to this and let's see, whose predictions went well. Let's start with a preview first. The first game we start is the London Derby.
What's the joke? What's the joke? Do you understand what London Derby means? Just explain to me. Do you understand the terminology of what London Derby means?
Do you know why I'm laughing?
Two clubs that are playing in London.
Do you know why I'm laughing?
Waste people.
Fulham v Arsenal. You know what? I really feel bad for the smaller teams, because there's no fans in the stadium. And usually they would be using their fans as the 11th men to try and egg them on. So anyway, get into the game. Kemal, what do you think is going to happen in that game? Do you think you're going to be a successful start for you guys? Do you think it's going to be a banana skin where you're going to drop some points? How do you feel?
No, I think we'll get the 3 points. I think it's going to be a hard game though. It's not going to be a walk in the park at all. But I believe we'll get the 3 points. Aubameyang has been scoring in pre-season. He scored 2 again the last game, even though we lost. But hey ho, it was a friendly.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
No problem. You haven't got a striker on his level, so you can shut up. And that's about it. That's about it. I think we'll get the 3 points.
Don't worry. Ben, fine.
On Aubameyang's level.
Continue.
You guys,
Who's Chelsea?
But anyway, it's not Tammy anymore. It's Werner.
It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter who it is. So what?
Right. Come on. What was I gonna say? Mitrovic. He plays for Fulham, right? Still.
Yeah.
So he's going to be a problem, I think. He's had a lot of injuries last season, but he's back now. I think the first game for all promoted clubs usually is a madness. They're so happy.
But like
to be
you
in the
said,
Premier League. They're going
they
to
don't
try
have the
everything.
fans.
Huh?
They don't have the fans.
That's
I think
true.
that's going to be
They don't
such
need
an
the
important
fans.
thing. They
Them
do
man
need
in
the
the Premier
fans.
League. Bro, Mitrovic is gonna bully your defense. Watch.
Well, the problem is, man like David Luiz is a little bit suspect, so I don't think he's actually going to be starting.
He's not playing.
I know.
He's injured.
That's why Mitrovic is gonna have
He's
a
in-
time of his
so-
life, bro.
He's injured.
We'll see. It depends if they're gonna if Saliba will play or Gabriel. So we'll see what happens. How he's gonna go. If he's gonna play 4
When
or 3
Norwich,
on the
when
back.
Norwich, when Norwich were promoted last season, yeah, I swear they tucked you, man, in the first.
Nicely.
First
Man
of
like
all-
Pookie.
First of all,
Put you to sleep, bruv.
Norwich and Fulham are 2 different teams.
No,
Just
Norwich
because
is
what
better.
happened last year, it doesn't mean it's
That's
going to
funny.
happen this year.
Luis is injured as well, from what I've checked.
Well, I've just said that. I've already said that. Maybe if you clear out your ears and listen to me, you'll actually understand.
Kemal, who do you think? Let's move on. Kemal, who do you think is going to be the key man for Arsenal in that game?
Xhaka.
Xhaka. Okay, he had a good game in the internationals, didn't he?
Yeah, he played really, really well. Really
You think
well.
he's going to be the key man for you guys?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna control things.
Okay. Do you think you're going to see glimpses of any of your new signings?
I think he might put Saliba. I think Saliba might start. And I would still play Saka on the right hand side. I wouldn't put Pepe yet because he hasn't really got any times. I think he might play Eddie in the middle as well instead of Lacazette because Eddie's done really well under the 21s for England.
He
scored
AFT.
2 goals in
It's
his last
AFTV,
game.
but
So
no one cares.
So basically, you feel confident going into the first game of the season for Arsenal. You feel confident.
I think we'll get the 3 points. It's going to be a hard game, but I think we'll get the 3 points.
It's going to be interesting. Okay, let's go to the next game. We're going to go to Spurs v Everton. Massive. It's going to be a big game. I think for me, this is the biggest game of the opening weekend, just because.
Tell them about their little London derby.
Yeah, it's not.
London derby.
I don't know who's gonna take this, because this is gonna be a big game. Everton have made some serious signings. That midfield is a madness.
You say that, yeah, but for the past 2 or 3 years, Everton have been making signings and it hasn't really
They've
gelled.
got Ancelotti, bruv. What are you about?
Thank you. That's the difference.
On about.
It's Ancelotti.
Joke
It's not
there.
David Moyes.
Joke
It's not
there.
like these madness that they've had. It's Ancelotti. And I have a feeling this is the players, now it's his players that he's buying. So I have a feeling he's going to know what they need. I'm really excited for Everton this season. I think Everton might do well.
Yeah. This is why this game is going to be exciting. Both teams are going to want to play not just for the manager, yeah, but for their fans, because we both were being shit last season, so we want to hit the ground running. So this game is exciting. This game is going to be full of energy, but I'm telling you now, even I'm not sure who's going to win this, but I know we're going to just clinch it in the last minute.
Whoa.
You're gonna clinch your cheeks as you're getting battered 3-0, bro. That's what's going on. That's the only thing you're clinching, bro.
The thing is, though, I mean, Spurs have got Kane back. Kane looked really good in pre-season. Like just some of the
Kane's fully fit and back.
Son
is fully fit and back. Son's been banging already. Ali's good. Okay, we've got a couple new signings. We've got a nice right back as well.
Right back is good.
It's good enough.
Listen, it is good enough to beat Everton. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
This is what we're talking about.
Everton
Everton,
is not...
shut your mouth, innit? Your team is done. Anyways, so this is what I'm saying, yeah? So we're going to clinch it. If anything, yeah, trust me, if we lose this game, yeah, which I don't think is going to happen, it's either going to be a draw or a Spurs win. So, if anything, it could be a last-minute draw where they score an equaliser, but I see us winning this still.
So basically, Ben is basically all or nothing, basically, yeah?
You think you're a smart guy, eh?
Okay, let's move. That was sick. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Ben, who do you think? From Everton, we already know they're danger man. I mean, they've got some serious players. I mean, Iwobi could be playing. They've got Richarlison's going to cause problems. Exactly, he's going to cause problems. Their midfield for me is what they fixed that they had issues last season. They brought in, who was it?
Rodriguez.
No. Alan. They brought in Alan from Napoli. They brought in James Rodriguez.
Oh, Rodriguez, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if all of these are going to play, and of course they need time to gel and everything like that. But if they click, it could be a very good game. It could be a very, very good game.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. They ain't got enough time to click on the first game.
Fair enough.
I'm not waiting for them to play
When people are talented, they can just bring that magic out.
Revenge on them. But for Spurs,
my friend Wilcott's going to probably score against Tottenham because he does it quite often. So it's a normal thing for him.
There was a diss somewhere there. I don't know where, but there was a diss there.
Okay. Let's move on. Ben, for your team,
Arsenal are known to get rid of quality players. Gnabry,
Ashley Cole,
Van Persie. Anyway, let's move on.
Wow.
Let's move on. Ben.
It's like that, yeah? Okay, cool. Wow.
Ben.
What about Alexis Sanchez just ran to Man United and just ripped your funds up?
Well, I don't blame him. He went in there and he saw what Jose Mourinho was doing and he was fuming. I don't blame him. Fair enough. He's a snake. Everyone knows he's a snake. Anyway, let's move on. Ben, one player from the opposition, from Everton, that you're worried about, and one player from your team that you feel will make a difference.
One player from Everton I'm definitely worried about is Richarlison.
Okay.
Just because I know he's got tons of Premier League experience and he's very good at driving at defenders and taking them on one-on-one.
Yeah.
So if we've got someone like Aurier on the right-hand side, we're fucked.
Before we get to the next game, Ben, are you confident that Spurs are going to get the business done? Pick up 3 points. First game.
He's not confident. He said that at the beginning. He's not confident. He thinks it's going to be a draw.
Listen, I said this way, yeah. It's either a Spurs win or a last minute fuck up where we give an equalizer goal. But I am certain we're gonna start the ball rolling really good, and if we can bang 2 goals in the first half, we're good.
Okay, I think the big questions of Spurs this season is going to be their defense. Because, the defense has been your strong point for so many seasons, but now they've aged. So it's going to be very interesting to see how you guys...
Otherwise, they still got it in him.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's going to be your style of play.
Doing all right,
Because I don't think you've got a good style of play anymore. Ever since Poch...
I agree with Kemal there. I believe your style of play has been destroyed. All that work that you guys did for that long has just been destroyed.
Because you used to play... Under Poch, you played good football. Simple.
It is pretty boring now. I'm sorry, Ben, but...
Listen, we need this trophy. This season, we need a trophy.
This guy is like...
Tottenham saying that they need a trophy.
This guy's like, I don't care what happens to the team. You can burn the stadium down. I don't care. We just need a trophy.
We need a trophy.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go to the last game that we're going to preview since United are not playing this week and we don't have Isha here for Liverpool. Let's go to Brighton v Chelsea. Now, everybody's very intrigued to see Chelsea. Everybody's very, very intrigued. They're excited. Some people are also excited for these new players that are coming into the Premier League. We're talking about Ziyech, we're talking about Werner, we're talking about Havertz.
Hold tight.
Yeah, there's so many, even Chilwell. I mean, sometimes you forget Silva. Sometimes you forget a signing because there's so many signings. So I think I think we have to give credit to Chelsea for making these signings. I know a lot of people are cussing and saying money club and this. Yo, if you've got
Say it more.
yeah, you need to respect it. If it was any of our teams doing that, we would be loving it. Let's be real, you know. So,
But didn't United do that?
not like that. United didn't do good business like that. United went and spent like 80 million on Maguire. I mean, Chelsea got like 2 amazing players for 80 million, you know? Like, so I don't think United did good business like that. But United are starting to do better business now with Bruno. That was a great signing, and the fee. Van der Beek, that was a great signing, and the fee that they got him for. So I think that's what they're trying to do, and they're not getting bullied anymore in the transfer like they used to before.
They've spent over 200 million. So how have they not thrown money?
Yeah, but did you hear what OS said?
Let me
80 million on 2 players.
Let me
80 million on 1 player. That's throwing money away. That's being smart.
Okay, let me just say something first and foremost. Kamal, let me answer. The reason why
No,
okay.
Ben was talking to me, so I'm going to respond to him. They signed him last season. It's totally different with the whole COVID now. Clubs can't afford to be paying these kind of prices because it's just not going to happen. Yeah, they've done good business, but at the end of the money, they still have thrown their money away.
Okay, come on, let me just stop you there, brother. So anyway, love and light always. Yeah, it's fine. Love and light always. I wish everyone peace and prosperity. Now the reason why we were able to do that is in the past 5 years we've actually set ourselves up to be able to spend, right? Obviously the transfer ban happened, so now that we're back in the market, we had Abramovich, who is probably the greatest owner in Premier League football. Thank you for what you've done for this club. He decided to make the most of that because a lot of clubs are going to be very limited in their spending. So we're now going to not only spend the money but bring in talented young players, right? Because we have this is bigger than just this season. We're looking at the next decade, right? So we're planning, you know what I mean? So I think now is an investment, as you see, right? It's an investment. Because a lot of these players now, in 3 years' time, if they hit the potential, the resale value could be amazing. There could be so many good benefits that come from that, Kemal. But that's what happens when your owner cares about your club. Yeah, that's what happens.
To add to Kadus's point, though, I think they also have a owner who knows football. That's the most important thing. Like all the other owners, like Man United's owners are like from America, and their interest is more in American football.
Even the fact that he knows football, he actually attends the games.
He attends the games.
He's a fan. He's
He's a fan.
And he's getting the money back. Like, I mean, he's putting all that money in, but you know, when Chelsea win a trophy, he gets money back. With the shirt sales on these big superstars that they're getting, he gets money back. So it's like, it's clever business. Like, I mean, I know before we used to hate on that. And maybe at the beginning it was like that because you were like, whoa, this guy came in out of nowhere and he's just spending money. But he stayed in for the long haul. He's still here and he's still trying to, you know, make Chelsea a force. So all I can do is respect to that. Anyway, let's move on from that. The game, first game of the season,
Yes,
Chelsea
sir.
v Brighton, away to Brighton. Are you feeling confident, Kadus?
Of course, but I'm feeling But listen, let me tell you something. The energy is high right now. I'm on Twitter. I'm just scrolling through Chelsea Twitter right now. It's just smiles and peace and love, and you know, we may banter the United's third kit every now and again because I think our third kit was the worst, and anyway, that's another story. But we're in a good place right now. We're in a very, very good place right now. So you know, for me, I guess the only thing that I'm a little bit annoyed about is the fact that Ziyech is injured. You know, but it's good to see Kai Havertz kind of getting into the mix now. It's good to see that we've got Timo Werner, who's showing incredible form already. I'm excited.
Okay, I mean, who would you say? There's been a what's the word? A controversial. I wouldn't even say controversial, but people being devil's advocate to Chelsea's spending and everything. Some people have said maybe like Lampard's inexperience could cost him here in trying to change a whole team and managing a whole team like that, keeping everyone happy and at the same time being successful. So a lot of people are saying that this could be actually a bad thing for Lampard buying all of these players. What do you say to that?
Well, first and foremost, you're never going to know, right? Because it's his second season in charge. So, you know, there's always going to be that question mark. All I can base it on is how he did last season in regards to managing the players. And in my opinion, he's done very well to manage his players. You know, Luiz was being a bit of a dickhead. We kicked him out. Pulisic, we didn't start him straight away. We slowly put him into the team, and then you saw how he performed last season. And he's not scared to make the big decisions and to piss the board off. And I think that's the beauty about Lampard. I think what he will bring to this team is a bit more fight. Obviously, now he's shown the intention by bringing these players in. It's now down to the players themselves to prove why they should be playing. And I think that's going to be the message throughout. So listen, there's always going to be question marks, but where we are right now is a good space. So I just think for the Chelsea fan base, we're just enjoying it. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're just enjoying it. And whatever comes.
Okay, and then what would you say in terms of who do you think would be the person that's going to make a difference for Chelsea in this first game? And then who would
Kamal,
talking, bro.
Kamal, what you saying, Kamal?
Mike is dead, bro.
What you saying, Kamal?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Sorry, guys. You said about he just got rid of Luiz. Did Luiz actually play underneath Lampard?
He played with him.
Did he play underneath him?
Well, no, he didn't really get a chance, no.
Okay, cool. Okay, just asking.
But what's that got to do with anything? What's got to do with
because the way you said that, your statement was wrong.
No, it's not. I'm being serious. What? Okay.
Anyway, OS, let's continue.
Let's just move on.
Strong and wrong.
Are funny. So, Kadus, back to you. Who do you think for Chelsea will be the difference maker in this game, or who should we watch out for?
Well,
also in Brighton, who do you think will make a difference for Brighton?
For Chelsea, there's many players. This all depends who starts, right? If Thiago Silva starts, then he's going to be the big game changer for us. But from what I've heard, Kai Havertz is looking like starting as well, and I feel from what I've been hearing from inside the club in training, it's a game changer. So I think that he's going to add that, and it's going to benefit Timo Werner going forward. But I think Kai would be the big cog. For Brighton, I would say Ben White. I've been following him a lot. He's a tremendous defender, and I think he's gonna try and keep us tamed. But I think that's probably it really. For me.
Okay, well that's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, there's some people who have said that Thiago Silva, for example, they're questioning can a 35-year-old manage the whole season. But to be honest, I've seen him play. His positional awareness is amazing. His leadership is amazing. So maybe he doesn't play every single game. Maybe, he's going to be selected to play certain games. We're going to see what Lampard has in mind, I suppose, right?
Yeah. And I think as well, it's more to do about what the atmosphere is going to be like in the dressing room and in the training pitch. I think he's going to bring that elite quality. So, it's going to transfer a bit more from the pitch.
All right, perfect. I mean, so to wrap that all up, you feeling confident going into the game?
I'm confident, man. I'm confident. Yeah.
All right. So then let's go to the part of the show that we've missed for the last few weeks. Predictions. Let's see who wins the predictions this season. We have our chance.
I just want to say Kemal's a joke, bro. Look at him just sat there. Joke, bro.
Fair enough. So let's go. So predictions, please, guys. Quick fire. No explanations. No, I think it's going to be this, blah, blah. Straight to the scores. Fulham v Arsenal. Kemal.
Fulham 0, Arsenal 2.
Okay, Ben.
2-1 Fulham.
Whoa, okay, Kadus.
I was actually going to say that too, yeah. 2-1 Fulham.
Did you say 2-1 Fulham?
2-1
Hold on. Kadus.
2-1 Fulham.
Wow, 2-1 Fulham as well. Okay, I'm going to say, this game I think I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal. That's what I'm going to predict. Let's go to the next one. We're going to go to Liverpool versus Leeds. Come on.
1-1 draw.
It's not a bad shout. Ben.
1-0 Liverpool.
Okay, Kadus.
1-0 Leeds.
I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool in this one. 2-1 Liverpool. I think it's going to be a tight one. Let's go to Crystal Palace v Southampton. Kemal.
I'm going to go a draw. 0-0.
0-0. Ben?
I think Southampton can do this, so 2-1 Southampton.
Okay, Kadus?
I think 2-1 Crystal Palace.
I'm going to say 1-1. 1-1 draw. Let's go to West Ham v Newcastle. Kemal?
I'm going to go 1-0 Newcastle.
Okay, Ben?
I think this will be a high-scoring game. 3-2 West Ham.
Boy. 2-0 Newcastle.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2-0 West Ham. We're gonna go to the next game, West Brom v Leicester. Kemal.
3-0 Leicester.
Whoa, okay. Ben?
3-1 Leicester.
Okay. Kadus?
I'm going to say 2-1 Leicester.
The same here. 2-1 Leicester for me as well. And then we're gonna go to Spurs v Everton. Kemal.
2-1 Everton.
Wow. Okay, Ben?
Dickhead. 2-1 Spurs.
Okay. Kadus?
2-0 Everton.
Wow, okay. I'm going to say this game, I'm going to say 2-2. I think it's going to be a score draw.
I expected nothing less from you fools, you know what I mean?
I had a bit more faith, but...
This is why you lost last season, because you're voting with your hatred instead of actually your heads.
You're talking about hatred when all you ever do is say Arsenal going to lose.
All right, let's move on.
They lose.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Sheffield United v Wolves. Come on.
Well, this is going to be good. This will be a good game. 2-2 draw.
Okay, Ben?
Tricky one.
Sheffield are going to do this. 1-0.
1-0 Sheffield. Kadus?
Ooh, yeah, I'd say Sheffield United 1-0.
I'm going to say 2-0 Wolves. Brighton.
Hold on. Who's Sheffield United's goalkeeper now?
They've brought in a new keeper.
But he's sick. Like, he's actually decent from what I've seen. So,
Not as good as Henderson, though. Let's not get too...
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, but...
Brighton v Chelsea. Come on.
It's going to be... Let's go for a high score. 3-0 Chelsea.
Wow, okay. Ben?
I think it might be a surprise game. I think it might be a draw.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
Kadus?
3-1 Chelsea.
Same for me as well. I think 3-1 Chelsea as well. That's the last game. So there you have it. That's all the score predictions for this weekend. Do you agree? If you don't, let us know where you think we got it wrong and where you think we got it right. Please make sure you comment, subscribe, and also follow all of our pages. It's going to be a new season and we're going to be bringing new content to all of you guys. So thank you so much for joining us this week. Thank you for coming back together to do this show again, guys. This is going to be a crazy season and we're going to be bringing you more content as we go along. Thank you so much. See you soon.
And also, when you comment, just say why you think Kemal is wrong in the comments. All right, cool.
Do me a favour. Should he be wearing a dressing gown?